It's good to be back. Unit 6, everyone. I am happy as fuck to be back. Been a long time. It has been a long time. Not going to make excuses. I just struggled to get back into the bunker. What I'm going to say is me and a Robo producer, we did a session together the other day. He's helped me get back into the swing of things. He's helped me want to get back in this bunker. I'm happy to be back, and I'm staying back, like I said in the video earlier. So this is Upside Down 6 with Robo producer, talking about obviously Terminator Dark Fate. But like I say, this channel, we're going to expand. We're going to go into the Matrix 4, hopefully the Robocop and everything like that. But I'm definitely back. But this is a tired Upside Down 6 with Robo producer, because he's in America, I'm in the UK, 8-hour difference. It's a pain in the fucking arse, but guess what? It's fun also. So this is me, Upside Down 6 and Robo producer, discussing our thoughts since Dark Fate. Peace out.
Bunker 2 is being connected to Bunker 1. There has been a lot of heavy cannon fire, but we have the latest and greatest protection units above the bunker right now, so we can receive and send a clear transmission.
Just been able to reconnect to the surface. So, Robo.
How you doing there, 6?
Good. But I'll go down to the deep fire of basically your opinion on the film. What does your score still stand the same? I think you gave 7.5 out of 10. I gave 8.5 out of 10. 8 out of 10.
I forget offhand where I gave it, but you know what? Yeah, I'd say a fair score. I'm going to operate in whole numbers here and say 8 out of 10. You know, maybe they should have done more future war like you and I have talked about. But for being a direct sequel and having so long between Terminator 2 and a direct sequel to that, I think we really got the best we could possibly do. And honestly, were it not for all of the negative social media, I think it would have been a box office success. We're not going to hamper on the negative because you and I don't operate like that. It is what it is, and I still love the movie. 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I give it 8 out of 10. I went in the cinema with my partner. I watched it 7 times, but I'm going off the first time with my partner, and she loved it. She thought it was amazing. I mean, there was certain aspects where I've said it many a time before, the gravity of the Rev 9, being able to jump and bounce around, it just didn't look good. But apart from that, the action was full on. Yes, I did feel like I was having a deja vu of Terminator 2, but all Terminator films are going to deja vu from blooming Terminator 1 and Terminator 2. It's a chase movie, but the promise of delivering something new kind of wasn't true. The only thing that delivered new was the Rev 9, which was a very brilliant idea for a machine. It made sense, the complexity, but the simplicity at the same time, combining basically a T800 with a T1000 that can split. Loved it. I thought the idea was great. And as it lineared down the movie, the action stayed on point. It was fun to watch. The storyline was good. Sarah Connor, the characters, it was great. And I give that an 8 out of 10. And I thought it was a worthy movie. What made this movie fail, like you said, is the social media shit.
Yep.
Everyone drilling it. Because the first promo didn't do it good. The promotion side of it let it down, didn't it? They rarely failed.
You know what I would even say, 6? I would even say, to be fair, if the movie came out and it was horrible, and it wasn't, but if the movie came out and it was horrible, and then people want to take to social media and they want to dog it and they want to say whatever they said before the movie released, That I have absolutely no problem with, because you've seen the movie, you're being really objective, and that's fine because you're entitled, to your opinion. But when a movie hasn't come out, even if the trailer isn't the best, to go so in depth into the hate and the negativity, I'm sorry, man, you have nothing to stand on, because you're not the director, you're not the writer or the actors, you have not seen the movie, and if anything, you have disserviced the movie, because now it's not going to succeed as it would have on a neutral playing field.
Yeah, it is. They don't seem to take responsibility of the impact that they have. These social media platforms with
I agree.
500,000, 200,000, 100,000, some of them have 1 million followers. Yeah, these are going to see that crap review and automatically think, oh, well, this movie is crap. It's like I don't trust Rotten Tomato or IMDb and stuff like that. You know, the reviews on there, which are good for Terminator Dark Fate, but
you know what, Six? I'll read those for context. I'll read them for context, and that's fine. And I'll mull it over in my brain, but I stay silent until I've seen the product myself.
Some of the best movies I've seen have had the shittest reviews.
That's right.
Critics, because the critics are biased. It's one critic, isn't it? It's not a mass of critics. But when the masses, fans, are saying, no, I saw the film and it wasn't the best, but it was a really good Terminator film and it was worthy of being the sequel, well, that says a lot, doesn't it? So, but with I think it's, forgive me if I'm wrong, $160 million loss, that's going to struggle. Genesis made nearly $250 million. No, Genesis made nearly $500 million. So
it's very interesting, the dynamic between Genesis and then also between Dark Fate, because the box office success for Genesis was actually, about where I expected, and then I fully expected to get a sequel from Genesis, even though there were a lot of it that I liked, but the only thing I really didn't like about Genesis was the John Connor is now a Terminator. For me, I didn't buy that. That really bothered me. But I'm like, okay, I'm interested to see where they're going to go. Never got it. Loved Dark Fate even more, but now Dark Fate didn't get the success at the box office because of this negativity. And so now, as you and I talked about off the podcast, unfortunately, it'll probably be between 5 and 10 years before we get any type of an idea of like, hey, maybe we should consider making another one. Maybe.
Yeah. So it's either they either go now. It's either they're going to wait 10 years. We will get a Terminator. Is it 7 now? Yeah.
Yeah.
We will get a sequel, but it'll be 10 years time. We're waiting 10 years, 10 years. We've got old off now. We won't have Arnie in it because he's getting too old.
Hamilton, maybe. I mean, maybe. And I will say, I really enjoyed her performance. I enjoyed her performance in the last one in Dark Fate. Didn't think she was going to survive. So it's up to Linda, because I would love to see her in some aspect in what you and I want, what the fans have been clamoring for, in that future war. That's what everybody, general and hardcore Terminator fans, want to see.
Yeah. Sarah Connor, though, as an actress, Linda Hamilton, I very much doubt she'll want to.
I still think there's a possibility he is a leader of the Resistance. And if he is still alive, then you have a whole nother realm of possibility.
It's easily twisted. It's easily blended. It's easily sorted, like, say, with the time travel and stuff. But I think the only way forward, the only way to get people to actually go and see it now, Terminator fans and all, because like we've said, the social media bumholes keep fucking dissing it. Yeah. Need a future war film, and I can't stress that enough. And I think you're in agreement.
Ooh, maybe you do this. This would actually be very powerful. So you have James Cameron write the script, and the movie comes out. It's the future war, like you said, just right when T2 is finishing. Uncle Bob's being lowered into the molten steel. But you have an intro before the new film takes off by James Cameron saying why they're doing it this way and why it's another reboot, but basically giving the fans what they want with this future war. Yeah, so that kind of invalidates Dark Fate. But you know what? At this point, I think you have to do something like that.
Yeah. But do we lose in this future war? Do we lose the rev units? Do we lose, because I like them.
I think you have to, because I think you kind of have to, if you're going down that route. You're going to have to lose something in order to gain something. And I think if we want the future war that we want, now talking about it and thinking about it with you, anything that is Legion related can't exist. It's got to be old school Skynet.
But we could have the future war, because obviously a future war isn't just going to be one war.
Oh, yeah.
It could take place over years. And taking place over years, Skynet could develop rev units over the, near the end of the war, as a fight back.
Yep.
And that could be the fucking near enough wipe out humanity kind of units. So it could involve both.
And if you make it epic enough, Six, if you make the future war epic enough, which is what I think people want, you come out right out of the gates. Now, they tried to do this with the current formula. Oh, if Dark Fate succeeded, if Genesis succeeded. But this is different. If you do the future war right, you can make it Lord of the Rings-ish, where you say, okay, you know what? It's coming out. Here's the future war. This isn't a guess. We are doing 3 films. We're filming them at the same time, and you're going to get them every year. You're going to get a new film, and I think that's the way you got to do it.
Or I think a better selling point, because this is what I mean when they say, "Oh, we're going to be doing a trilogy." Everyone thinks, "Oh, it's watered down." I think they should plan a trilogy, but not say it, and just say, "Look, here's a future war film. Check this out." And then if people want more, they'll make more. You know what I mean? But don't tell them they've got a trilogy planned. I think that's one of the big mistakes.
No, yeah, I mean, and where I'm kind of torn on that, I just want, if they're going to do a future war, I want it epic enough where they could do a trilogy. But I do agree with you, because they always seem to come out and say, you know what? Okay, Dark Fate's coming out, but if it's good, we'll do another one. And then it doesn't do good. And then people are let down. But then people like the film like me and you, but we're never going to see a sequel to a movie that we loved.
Yeah. So put all in all, put all the money in onto that one. If it does well, then make off that. It's like Terminator 2 was never meant to have a sequel, but it was that good, they had to make a sequel. Just work on that one film instead of watering it down.
Exactly. I agree.
Okay, well, I'm going to end it there on this conversation, because you know how the time runs on this, where we struggle uploading. So thank you, Robo Producer, for joining in. And
it's always a pleasure being here, Six. And I know the longer we give transmissions out, the longer that they might figure out the dynamics of our shields over Bunker 1 and Bunker 2. So it's best to keep this concise and to the point and roll out.
I'll have to so long. Okay, right. Well, I'm going to call out. This is Bunker 1. Exit.
Bunker 2 in San Diego. And we'll see you on the next transmission.
Peace out.